Let's get learning with Santino.
Hi everyone, I'm Santino, and today we are learning about the mass of objects. I'm going to show you some of the items in my lunchbox. Then we'll get measuring to find out which items are heavy and which items are light. If you have a lunchbox close by, you could measure along with me. So, let's get learning! Here's my lunchbox. Do you have a lunchbox too? I wonder what's inside yours. Well, I'd like you to have a guess of some of the items in my lunchbox. I'll give you some hints. First of all, inside my lunchbox is a fruit. It is yellow in color and it's long and curved in shape. What fruit is in my lunchbox? What fruit is it? It's a banana. Okay, well, I do have another fruit in my lunchbox. This one is red in color, it's round, and it is crunchy when you bite into it. Have you guessed? It's an apple. Okay, time for another kind of food. This time, the food in my lunchbox is square in shape. It has 2 pieces of bread with ham, cheese, and lettuce inside. What's inside my lunchbox? It's a sandwich. Okay, last one. This food comes in a small tub. It's white in color and it needs to stay cool. When you eat it, you use a spoon. What's in my lunchbox? It is a tub of yogurt. Yum! So here's what's in my lunchbox. Now, when I lift up each of these, I can feel that some are heavier and some are lighter. When we're measuring how heavy or light an object is, we are measuring the mass. Say that with me, the mass. And that is how heavy or light an object is. Some objects are really heavy and can be difficult to lift. Can you see something heavy here? Bricks are heavy. A bowling ball is heavy. And how about the elephant? Do you think you could lift an elephant? No way, that's too heavy. Some objects are light and we can lift them easily. What can you see that's light? A bouncy ball is light. So is the feather and the paper. And what about the pencil? Yes, that's light too. Sometimes it can be easy to know which is light and which is heavy. For example, the elephant and the feather. Which is light? The feather, of course. So then, which is heavy? The elephant, for sure. Sometimes it's not so easy to compare the mass. Check out my lunchbox food. I would like to place this food in order from the lightest to the heaviest. Now, we could look and look and look at these objects, but it still wouldn't tell me which are lighter and which are heavier. And that's because mass is invisible. So we can't look at them to measure the mass. What do you think we will need to do to check which objects are heavier and which objects are lighter? Have you come up with some great ideas to measure the mass? Well, some of you might have thought about using a scale that can measure mass. Or another way you might have thought about was to place objects in your hand and to feel which ones feel heavier and which ones feel lighter. There's a name for that. That's called hefting. And today, I'm going to use hefting to compare the mass of my food so we can place them in order. Let's start with the apple and the banana. Which do you think will be heavier? Tell a friend what you think and why. Which is heavier? Some of you might be thinking that the banana is heavier because it has a longer shape. Some of you might be thinking that the apple is heavier because it's fatter. You see, we can't find out the mass just by looking. So today I'm going to use hefting. So first I'm going to close my eyes. I've placed each fruit in one hand and I'm going to feel. And I can feel that one fruit is pushing down on my hand more than the other. So which one is heavier? The apple is heavier, and so the banana is lighter. So I'll place them like that. You could have a go at using hefting to measure 2 items in your lunchbox. Okay, I hope you got to heft 2 items in your lunchbox, and if not, I'm sure you'll get a chance later. Well, you can see that I've placed my banana and apple in order. It's time to do more hefting. This time I'll measure the sandwich and the tub of yogurt. Which do you think is lighter? Tell a friend what you think and why. It's tricky to know just by looking, isn't it? And that's because mass is invisible. So I'm going to do more hefting to find out which is lighter. So I'll close my eyes. I've got one in each hand and let me feel. It feels like this hand is being pushed down more. So which is actually lighter? The sandwich is lighter and the tub of yogurt is heavier. Is that what you were thinking? That might be a bit surprising because look at the size. The sandwich is bigger in size, but it is smaller in mass, it's lighter. And the tub of yogurt might be smaller in size, but it's heavier. It has a bigger mass. Well, now we know that this is heavier and this is lighter. It's time to place all 4 in order from the lightest to the heaviest. I'm going to use more hefting to find out. So if I get my yogurt and my banana, I can feel that the yogurt is heavier. So that could go here. But now I've got to compare with the apple. And it feels like the apple is heavier than the yogurt. So that is still the heaviest and the yogurt goes in the middle. I wonder now where we will place the sandwich. Let's do more hefting. I can feel that the sandwich is heavier. So I'll place the banana here as the lightest. And we already know which is lighter. The sandwich. So this must go between the banana and the yogurt. And there we go. We've placed our objects in order from the lightest to the heaviest. And we've used hefting to work it out. Thanks for joining me today as we measured the mass of my lunchbox food. We learned a new mathematical word today, and that is the mass. That is how heavy or how light an object is. Well, now it's your turn to find some food in your lunchbox and measure the mass. Remember, mass is invisible. You can't see it. So close your eyes and use some hefting to feel which objects are heavy and which objects are light. Happy learning and see you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe. There's lots more to see. Come back again soon for more learning with me.